Nick.
Yeah.
Dylan.
What?
Is it too late to change my obsession and skill?
No, you do whatever you want. You have
I wanna be
until
Dr.
we
Bees.
actually start.
You're welcome.
You can do whatever
Good
you want to
idea.
do. Just be aware if people know your obsession. You have a
Yes, I'm
disadvantage.
Dr. Bees.
You know, I'm not even gonna fucking metagame it just because it's funny.
I'm not actually Dr. Bees.
Just fucking.
I
Imagine,
should be,
like,
though.
Just like imagine we go to a park where there are bees here. Yes, get out of here.
Ooh, that's
No,
a good one, Rick.
the other way.
That's a good one, Rick.
The other way. What's this? A handsome family picnic woefully underpopulated by bees?
He's just going to fucking bring bees to every occasion, just as backpack
Yeah,
full of bees.
it's the thing I linked.
Just like literally.
Have you-
gosh.
Hey, this is a nice office meeting here, but it's a bit boring, you know. So let's liven things up a bit here. Okay, now
Exactly.
What are you saying about the sales? As everybody's just panicking, swatting these away.
I'm just excited for mine because mine's very broad. I could do a lot of things with my obsession.
Mine is specific but broad at the same time.
All
Now
right.
we're getting a specific thing. But
Let's
it's
get
very
this
broad.
train
All right,
wreck
you ready?
rolling.
Hold on.
The writer's block has been lifted. Okay.
My idea, one of my other ideas was that he thinks he's a seagull.
Just goes running around the street and nicking food off people.
I knew Kyle would be fun for this.
I mean, that would have worked with my
I
old
love it.
obsession. of
But
shitting in public places
I
and just
made
shit
it
on somebody's
very
car.
simplistic. I made it very simplistic, but it could be very fun.
Kyle,
Alright,
that
you guys
that,
ready?
That one would have been great with my
No.
original.
Yeah.
So-
There is a bid for control when we fulfill an obsession. So
Yes. So I'm just gonna, because we were like, oh, these are the rules, and oh wait, no, and this little piece and that. I'm just gonna real quick go through it. If you guys have any questions, you know, now's the time. And then just make sure that all your obsessions and skills and whatever are 100% legit. So, all right. So, everyone is John. Long story short, you know we've been talking about it. You're all playing voices inside John's head, and he is crazy. So you get to vie for control over John, and you start off with 10 willpower, unless you want to sacrifice 3 to get an extra skill. Everybody has 2 skills, maybe 3 if you spend the willpower. It can be whatever skills of your choosing, which you have sent and or are revising. And all the voices have an obsession. You all know of that. That's something that you want to make happen. You're obsessed with defecating in public, or being a pyromaniac, or something. It's kind of how you win, right? So anything for your obsession that like kind of ties to it, you get points. If it's kind of a minor thing, you'll get like a level 1 point, right? Anything that's kind of medium, like okay, I shit public, but it wasn't the most public place. It's like a level 2, right? And a level 3 is like a nearly impossible task. Like, I'm a pyromaniac and I set half of the city on fire. So that's kind of the scorekeeping, is you tally as many of those as you can. So, John is insane, blah, 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 right? Whoever's in control of John rolls a d6 on a task. If it's something that an ordinary person might fail at. If you have a skill in the task, right? Like, oh, I am proficient in shitting in public because I want to shit in public, right? You need a 3 or higher on your d6. But if you don't have a skill, you need to get a 6 in order to succeed. You may spend any number of willpower points before you roll to get a +1 on your roll. You can pay enough points to make it automatically succeed. Let's see. So you guys vie for control whenever John wakes up or gets hurt. Or apparently you said if he succeeds on a thing, succeeds on an obsession. Right, Jared?
that's what the thing says.
Okay, So, yeah, you have to vie for control if he goes to sleep, if he gets hurt, or if he completes an obsession. In which case, I will let you know when he completes an obsession, because you don't know each other's. So, what happens is you guys have a blind bid to try and take control of John. So you'll just send me your numbers. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bid 5 willpower points. I'm gonna bid 6, or however much you bid. Alright? Whoever gets control of John loses those points, but the other people that bid do not lose their points. And we essentially have a roll-off if 2 people have the same number for tied for highest. Well, 2 or more.
Right.
So, like I said, you start off with 10 willpower points, right? If you want to be in control of John, you might say, okay, I want to bid 5 willpower points because I really want to be in control of John. If the points that you bid to me in secret are the highest, you get control of John. If, like, you and another person were tied, you have to have a roll-off, and whoever wins that gets control of John.
What's the max we can bid?
As many
Your
as you
willpower?
have. Your willpower points. You start with 10, and they're like a consumable. All right. So what happens, right? Is say you bid all these points. We're doing some fun stuff. Blah blah blah. Okay, now you only have like 2 willpower points. You're like, crap. John is pretty easily distracted. So if there's not a lot of interesting things going on, he takes a nap. And I roll a dice, and if I get a 4 or higher, he takes a nap. If he takes a nap in that way, everybody gets 1 more willpower point back. So the point of the game is to try and do whatever your obsession is and rack up the most obsession points.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, I think everybody's got their obsessions. They got all their awesome stuff. Yep, no problem, Snippy. I got you.
Thank you.
Alright.
What about Satel?
Oh, no! Come on in!
He's not watching the stream.
Everyone, the entire server.
Fucking 30 different fucking voices in John's head.
It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
I can see why he's fucking insane.
Hell yeah. Monty Hunt.
Everyone, getinhere.com.
That's a thing.
That's fine.
Hey, that is a thing.
Of course it's a thing. You need to click it.
How
But it just leads you to a blank screen.
You gotta click it.
I clicked it!
How's about
And then it does the thing.
I'm so excited.
For Hearthstone?
No. Excited for this one shot.
Yeah, this would
Why
be
is
fun.
that
I
a
feel-
thing?
And if this goes really well, we need to try and do it again someday.
Yes.
This seems like it's really fun.
I feel like I shine in one shots.
I shine.
I
Like a diamond.
I purposefully had to deflect all thought today, because I'd keep being like, "Oh, we're playing the game." And big, no, I'm not thinking of anything. It's gonna be 100% random.
Yeah, on Tuesday I ran the Magical Girls thing that I linked. What a trip.
Yeah. Oh,
Yup.
Magical girl. Look at me.
Dude, Magical Girls are awesome.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look at me be a magical girl. See, if I were there, I'd just make mine a buff dude who wears a tutu.
hey, baby.
That's not a trope.
Too bad.
All girls
Gonna
are
be one.
magical if you love them the right way.
Hell yeah. I
Rick
will
knows what I'm
make it
talking
a
about.
trope.
Well, anyway,
What?
while Nep is dealing with cutscenes, I'm gonna go and grab a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Ugh.
Wrong
Okay.
gender.
It's gonna be more than a second.
Wrong gender.
Wrong everything.
Rickolas, you dog.
Hey Rick, what's your obsession?
In
What's my
RL?
obsession? Mariah Carey.
No, in game.
Ooh.
That song she wrote was for me. Why you so obsessed with me? Why I wanna know.
Well, now you
Wait,
should've
is
made
that the
your
best obsession in game? Man, I should have been obsessed with Mariah Carey.
That would have been a pretty good one.
See? That's a fair to be a
Next
So,
thing you know, the character John becomes a stalker, stalks him down, and then does seppuku.
see, wait, what? What was that last part?
Sudoku?
It's difficult.
It is
Cool.
like
So?
it would literally be the same thing as like an actual real life stalker that's done that. Go on YouTube,
Fair
you can
enough.
look it up.
Nah.
This guy was basically obsessed with this
I
Icelandic
choose.
singer, and then like when she got married to this other famous person, I don't remember the name. He got like went insane, he shotgun roof mouth.
I'm gonna not look that up.
I wouldn't. It's really creepy, but
John, say what?
it's something that exists.
Nice.
Where is Satella?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, where is Nutella anyway?
Yeah, I love it.
Boo.
Monster Hunter.
Gonna do
That's
Australia.
some shit.
This is why no one should play Monster Hunter.
Hey, you hush your
Hey.
mouth.
I've never
Sure
played
can.
Monster Hunter.
It's a good.
Good
game.
decision.
Hey, shh,
Shush.
shush. We're gonna have a conniption.
You're just
feel
mad.
like I
you
don't
got
wanna-
home by a great
He's gonna get snippy with you.
Hey,
wanna play
yeah.
Seems like linear. I don't know. I don't want to
Now,
get it
now,
and get bored.
Rick.
fast.
I have
Hmm?
to ask you a question. You're
Yo,
gonna roll 6 nat ones in a row again?
me? Pop.
It
Honestly,
was
just rolling
4.
a d6.
No,
It
no,
was
no, no,
four.
no. It was. I don't know. It was a lot.
Rolling d6s is very possible, actually. Not only that, but the Discord fucking robot hates me. So it's very, very
I'll give
likely.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It was 4, not 6.
Well, no, it was definitely 4. I remember that.
It was all on fire.
It was
Every
6 if
last
you
one.
count
Yeah, I
Six
hope you remember.
damage.
I hope you remember the time we rolled 4 natural ones in a row. I'm gonna remember that for a long time.
No, stop. That's not needed.
No, we're seeing what number that is. We sending it's either a 3 or a 1.
Are we rolling? What's going on?
Ah,
No, because one of the numbers is dropped, so we're sort of seeing which number doesn't show up.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Ah, I messed up. That was the punchline.
Everyone, get in here.
Shh. The sound of your voice is scaring them away.
how long does it? Ah,
Hey,
Get in here!
we did
Jesus
it.
fucking Christ! Finally! Oh, why
Yay.
I pressed the power button and it took like so. Why did it take that long to fucking close a goddamn game?
Dude,
I don't know,
Our-
but everyone's here now, and everyone is John. So come on.
Let's lightning round the
Ga-
rules.
yeah, gather around
No,
with
I'm
John.
trying.
So, Satella, speed rules here. This is what you need to do. Think of something, it could be weird or mundane, random, whatever, that is your obsession. We're all voices inside of John's head. John is a crazy man, and you are one of the voices in his head. So, choose something crazy that you're obsessed with. Tell me what
Porn.
that is. And then also, in addition
In
to that,
private.
tell me 2 skills that your voice, your personality, whatever it is good at. So it can be any 2 things.
Not out loud.
So just
But don't tell anybody
yeah.
else your obsession, because that's kind
Yeah.
of like each personality is trying to get John to do the things they want John to do. Yeah, okay. So, obsession, skills, great. So, everybody has a resource called willpower. You start the game with 10, or if you would like an additional skill, you can start off the game with 7 instead of 10. That's your choice. But I'll add you as a friend and then just message me what you want to do. You know, your basic 2 skills, a third one if you want to sacrifice the points to do so, and what your obsession is. Okay, so long story short, anytime John goes to sleep, anytime John gets hurt, or anytime John fulfills an obsession to some degree, everybody vies for control of John again. And how that works is everybody's going to send me a message with a number of points that they want to put up. This is your willpower points. So you could say, I really want control of John. I'm going to put in 5 points. And if you're the highest, then you mark 5 points off, however many points you bid, and you get control of John. If you don't get control, you don't lose the points that you bid. And if multiple people have the same amount that they sent to me for their bid, then they do a roll off, and whoever is the highest gets control of John. So, when you're in control of John, you try and make him do something. If it's anything that a normal person would have a chance to fail at, you have to roll a d6. If you have a skill that pertains to that role, like I'm great at pooping, and it has something to do with poop, then, you know, you need to roll a 3 or higher to succeed. If you do not have a skill, you have to roll a 6 in order to succeed. But on any roll, you can sacrifice a number of your willpower points to get a +1 on your roll for each one that you sacrifice, but it has to be done before the dice is rolled, and you can put in enough points to make the roll automatically succeed. But again, you only have 10 points to start with, potentially 7 if you choose an extra skill. So, the way you get the willpower points back is, long story short, if John gets bored, if anything for like more than 10 minutes isn't really happening that's exciting to John, John takes a nap wherever he is. And everybody gets +1 willpower, and then you fight for control of John. When the fighting for control of John happens, it's before I explain where he is. So you might wake up in like a random spot or whatever. So, any questions?
No.
Okay.
Where do babies come from?
Oh, right.
That's different. Yeah. I'll message you about it later.
Thank you.
I'll give you some reference material. Alright, so, yeah. Go ahead and Satella, real quick, zip out an obsession and a couple of skills. And then, everybody bid to me your points for the first taking control of John.
What if we don't want to bid?
Then you don't have to bid any points.
You say I bid 0.
Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me I bid 0. You can just be like, yeah, I don't want control this time.
Okay, good. I don't want control this time. See how
Okay.
this
3, 4,
see
5.
how this go. I sit and I wait, Clarice.
Aha! Alright, so Snippy with 5 points. Okay, so make sure. So you started off with 10, minus 3 if you got an extra skill, that's 7.
Yep.
And then minus the points you just bid because you won.
I have 2.
Nobody else loses points, only him because he takes control. So, as John kind of hazily comes to consciousness, you all kind of hear, this is right, kind of a collective, you're all somewhat aware, we'll say, behind the scenes. John is not aware that you are aware of the other voices. And you hear almost this robotic voice. Good morning, John. John, and John. As you kind of all inside John's head, you see as his eyes kind of slowly drift open, and it's kind of like looking out, right, with these two huge window panes. John groggily comes to his feet and he scratches his armpit and tries to take a piss, pisses himself just like a droplet before finishing the ordeal. And you see him snippy, right, as you're in control, and he appears to be in a quaint little apartment. It's super dirty in here. There's like a gross like pizza box that's open, and it's like, who knows how many months this pizza's been here. Like, it doesn't even resemble pizza. There's like a slice and a half in there that you're like, what the hell is that, right? It's just like total kind of like a hoarder's den in here.
Nice. John is gonna head for the door, and he's gonna go out into the world. The voice in his head is gonna say, "All right, buddy, get ready. We're gonna go get some things. Gonna go get some lots of things and doodads and things." And he's gonna head outside into the world, and he's gonna go find a trash can.
Okay, easy enough. As he stumbles down the stairs, he's like, he kind of gets to his feet and gets his bearings, opens the door, and not far, maybe like 10 or 15 feet to the right of you, you see just this shiny silver can.
He's gonna basically dive headfirst into the trash can and dig around in there.
All right. So as it kind of tumbles to the side, and you're just digging around in there looking for stuff. You pull out like just old, like there's like a McDonald's trash with like a quarter cheeseburger in there. There's like it's kind of hot and summery, so like you dig through, there's like a little bit of maggot, right? And you're like, ugh. And you continue on, and you find nothing of real substance in here. There's like some broken like plastic items and whatnot, but nothing of real value in here. It's mostly trash.
He will take the McDonald's burger and he will put it in his pocket.
Okay.
Actually, no, he'll take a bite of it, savor the taste a little bit, and then he'll put it in his pocket.
There's a little bit of small maggot on the outside. You kind of have to brush it off, but other than that, it is delicious.
Nice.
Just
and,
the thing for a growing John.
Then he's gonna head to his neighbor's trash can, and he's gonna go through there as well. Basically tear open the trash bag, look around in there, see what he can find.
Okay. As you continue on, so at this point you're kind of like looking for something of value.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll, d6.
Much easier to root for your own trash than your neighbors.
Oh.
I think it's just, I don't know how it is.
I got it.
Is that a skill of yours?
It's
Rooting through garbage?
There's no R, there's no roll.
Just
it's just
D6.
it's just
Oh,
exclamation
okay.
D6.
I'm sorry.
no problem. It's fine. Aha.
One.
All right. So, unfortunately, you're digging around and you just nothing. As you sit there and you're like, some people are going by you. They're like veering way off to the side, and at that, because an obsession was fulfilled for this, we're gonna go ahead and vie for control of John again. John kind of like scratches at himself a little bit. As you can see, you kind of get sucked back into the collective here, and everybody go ahead and bid more willpower points to take control of John.
So it's when the active fulfills an obsession, and not just anyone.
Yeah, you can't go like, oh,
Yeah,
I was walking down the street and I see, aha, motherfucker, roll for control.
Okay. No problem. I'm just gonna ixnay on that one because the active did not get an obsession. It was somebody who is not the active.
Oh, well, it's a fail as well, so they fail the
it?
roll. Yeah.
Is it when they fail a roll as well?
Yeah, it's fail a roll. I copy pasted it.
Okay.
Scrolling. Whenever John wakes up or gets hurt, and whenever
Okay.
the active voice fails a roll or completes its obsession.
Oh, okay.
So a roll was failed, so it's still a bit.
Okay, so it's still good. All right. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know this game. Fucking A. Okay.
Rules?
Okay. All right, Weiler. So you win. Go ahead and mark those points off.
Oh god, I'm so low on willpower now. Okay.
So a trade out happens. You guys are all aware of what's going on behind the scenes. So it's not like you're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, we're all in the same head.
Yeah, you're all in the same head, and you're
You just-
aware
you just find
that
yourself
each
in-
other exist.
You just find yourself in existence. You're like, why the fuck am I in a trash can? Fuck off.
Alright. So, I'm gonna just kinda, after getting out of the trash can, I'm gonna take a look around, see what my surroundings are about, and I'm going to walk up to the door of my apartment, open it, I'm gonna take out the burger that Kyle's voice took, and I'm gonna throw it in there, probably near the pizza box.
No.
And,
Okay.
Just have a nice little collection of probably not very good food, and close the door. I'm gonna go over to. You said like there's a neighbor in this apartment block. There's a neighboring door.
Yeah, there's all sorts of them. This is a fairly busy city.
I'm gonna try and get inside of that apartment.
Okay.
I got no skills
I
relating
was
to any
just gonna
kind of
say, I don't
lockpicking
think-
or door
yeah.
barging.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll. What you may do is you may use a number of will points before you make the roll to try and buffer your chances.
I'll use 2 points. So plus 2. Wait.
Exclamation.
Oh, exclamation mark.
Okay, so 2
So
plus 2
4.
is 4. All right, you need to roll. It has to be a 6.
Yeah. So.
So you're like, yeah. You see some other people. They're like, what? And like a guy kind of runs up to you, and you're like, and then in that moment, John begins running down the alleyway and out of sight. He kind of sits down and is breathing heavy. And at that, everybody who would like to go ahead and vie for John again.
Cool.
I don't have a whole lot of points, so I feel like I'm setting this one out.
Okay. Okay. Rickolas.
Yes. All right. So I take over in the alley, right? Now we were at his apartment, right?
Yes.
At his apartment, essentially he's trying to break in somewhere else when somebody confronts him and John flees until he doesn't think anyone is chasing him anymore. And then I'll give everybody +1 willpower. We'll say that he kind of fell asleep waiting for somebody who's going to try and get him, and then you wake up kind of like under an overpass.
Everybody gets +1.
Yep.
Everybody gets covered by 10. So
Oh. Yeah, and also remember to mark off the 4 since you won the bid for him.
Right. Gotcha. So we got that. Okay, so gonna get up. And what time of day is it?
It's probably
I invoke
like
Team Mind.
10:30, 11. It's like just before noon.
Okay. I am going to leave the alleyway and
Die.
pull a gun and pull the trigger. Oh, wait. What's our location? Where are we? What city? Where are we at?
John, well, like where you are, your location exactly. You're about 4 or 5 streets down from your apartment. And,
I mean, city state.
oh, city state. Fuck it, just because the big city will say you're in New York City.
Which borough?
I have no fucking idea. I've never been to New York.
What?
You are somewhere in New
So
York.
close. You're so close to it.
Yo.
I have
We're in
3
Hell's
kids.
Kitchen. We're in the Hell's Kitchen, guys. There we go. How do you not know? You live so close. Okay. I'm gonna go back to my apartment
Okay.
and then take a shower, put on clothes, like a t-shirt, jeans, black belt, some nice tennis shoes, slick my hair back, roll up roll up the cuffs on my t-shirt, real 80s style, just real back in. Wait, what year is it?
Current
It
year.
is the current year.
Ugh, gross. Yeah, real 80s style. Then once I do
Okay.
that,
No, that's fine. 80s style. Yeah.
yeah, and we're gonna go back out and I'm gonna go for a walk. Maybe
Okay.
head towards a little, trying to think how to not least populated part of town, but just where it's kind of not the best part. Maybe people wouldn't care if somebody went missing. I head to that part of town.
Okay. So,
Just for example, I'm not going to kid. Just say, just for example.
yeah, so you begin going towards like the seedier parts of town. You pass some brightly colored kind of bars and various windows, and then keep going until even those more unsavory joints are past you, and it's kind of like that. Maybe I've walked a little too far.
Perfect. All right. And in this part of town, let's find a little greasy little bar.
All right, sure. Yeah, so you go in, and there's just like this, like you said, like this really shitty, like rundown, ramshackle, fucking dive bar, and you walk in, and it has like those crappy like 70s beads doors, right? Like after you walk in the entryway, and it's like this really tight, narrow, like 290-degree turn to get into like the main room, and there's like 2 benches along the walls. There's like a small bar in here, and then there's just like this tiny little stage. Nobody's performing or anything. It's just like maybe like a 5-foot. It's more like a pedestal that somebody would just kind of like. There's no backstage, right? They just get up on this little pedestal and play their guitar or whatever. But there's like these 2 biker dudes in there that they look grisly as fuck, and when you step in, they just look at you like mean mugging you the whole time.
I give him like a wink and a finger gun. Hey, uh, and make my way to the bar. Is it just the biker dudes in there?
Yeah, just the biker dudes in there. And then the barkeep is he's kind of like, again, he's got like this huge pot belly and he's completely inked up. He has all these piercings, like, it's like pierced like all up the cheek, and like he's totally a metalhead.
Gotcha.
And anyway, he looks over and, what'll it be?
Let's see that. I don't know. What's an old school drink? Like,
I imagine John is saying this to himself.
Sure.
20 seconds go by as John just whispers to himself.
He's talking to you guys. What's an 80s drink? No, sorry, I actually
Full
have to,
Bond.
I had to Google 80s drinks.
Yeah,
Just go full Bond.
I wasn't born yet.
That's,
In fact, I don't think most of us were born yet, except for like Dylan.
We'll keep it simple and go Long Island iced tea. But yo, let me get a Long Island. It's my New Yorker voice.
It's pretty good.
Jeez,
all right.
I take offense.
And he
Well, you should.
he makes you a Long Island, kind of begrudgingly, and you get like these dirty looks. You see like one of the biker dudes, he's just like sipping on like it's just like bud, and then the other one is just like he's just got like some whiskey or something. You can't tell what it is from the glass, but it's some sort of darker drink.
So with my drink, I'm gonna actually go up and give a little hop up on the stage, a tap and a spin. So, fellas, know I can find myself a pretty girl, and I'm kind of up there just swishing around, spin, hop on my toes, get a little kick and a flick, just like practicing dance moves on the stage.
All right, so as you're doing that, you're kind of the stage is a little teetery. I'll have you make a roll in just a second. They kind of eyeball you, and the one that's drinking his whiskey or whatever, he just like slurps it down. He takes one last puff of his cigarette and he just puts it out in the drink, and he like passes it like just as it slides down towards the barkeep. Fuck it. Yeah, you're gonna want to go down to Dahlia's down the street.
Dahlia's.
Yeah,
They got nice girls there.
Nah. For here. Aye. Fucking wacko. And he just gets up, throws a couple bills at the barkeep, and he walks out.
To go, I'm doing like smooches behind his back, like.
Yeah,
Thanks, that big guy.
the other guy seems a little angry, like he's like a little homophobic at that. He's like, hey, hey. And as he kind of confronts you, you begin stumbling a little bit. Go ahead and make your roll as you're doing these dance moves.
All right. You know what? I got the willpower points. I could just do 6.
Okay, you'd only need to do 5.
I only need to do.
Then you're gonna roll a minimum of 1.
Yeah. So.
So
Should
5.
I just do 2?
Oh, I see.
If
Yeah,
you
because
have
it's
the
definitely a
skill?
skill. Yeah, it's a skill of yours. Yeah. So.
This
So you need a 3 or higher.
and this with
So you just got to call out however many you're using. Okay.
none.
Well, generally
Well-
you would have to say it before you roll. You don't.
No.
Yeah, you
No.
don't use the points
Which
after. Which it's fine. It's
Gotcha.
fine for this one, but yeah, going forward,
Say it before your roll.
you have to do it
Yeah.
before you roll. Yeah. So
Do I send them to you or just say how many I've used?
You can just say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. You can just say.
Okay.
Yeah. So you kind of. Well, you got a 6, so you very gracefully like keep it going. Like your foot slips, but the rest of your body's in a fluid motion that like nobody could tell the difference. Like you knew, but you corrected it in a way that nobody else knew. As you kind of finish this little like flourishing spin, and this guy begins confronting you. Hey,
Yeah, what you want, that big guy?
what are you, a homo? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, come on. Just because I'm looking for ladies and not you. You know.
He stands up and he's got this like real huge thick stash and just a total handlebar. He's got like the American flag bandana. You want to go ahead and say that again? And at that the barkeep's like, come on, Danny.
Hop off the stage. Walk up to him, just still sipping my drink.
He's a paying customer, Danny. Come on. Just sit.
Get
Enjoy
up.
your bud.
Get up on him. Get up on him. I said.
And,
Get up on him.
no, and actually, yeah, that is a good one. Hold on, I want to see if that counts as your. No, it's a skill of his, but it's not an obsession. So, continue.
I said, and as I do, I'm gonna smash my whole glass into his face.
Okay, so that just happens because he's not expecting that. So you, oh,
And
you
then-
fucking, and at that you guys begin duking it out. He's just all bloodied. You are able to
Get behind.
dodge his first blow just because like he's disoriented, but he cocks back and your head just rings as you're like, oh fuck, like as he just cocks you in the side of the temple. Everything goes white for a second and then you begin trying to get behind him. Go ahead and make a roll.
All right. Know what I'm going for. Let's see.
John just
Wait,
got
why
hurt,
is he-
just saying.
Yeah, John got hurt.
I think we're gonna consider being hurt as in like serious injury. Like getting
He's-
punched, he's okay, but like if he gets seriously hurt in some way.
I don't know.
Silent.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Mhm.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna do 4 points.
Jeez.
And again, I just really like the idea of, Rick just gets sucked in, a new voice comes in his head, like, okay, finally control.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's your skill that you have.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's an auto success.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't know
So
when my fucking skills are
uh,
gonna come into play.
it just so happens he played his cards right, just in line with his skills. So yeah, so as you get behind him, and you can feel yourself kind of losing grasp a little bit on yourself, and you're like, and you push through it, get behind him, and you put him into this chokehold until he's like, the bar kind of begins, like the bar stool like kicks out, right? Stuff starts going flying a little bit as he's desperately trying to struggle against
Come on,
you.
big guy.
But
Come on, big guy.
you got him. He's trying to swipe at you, but you got that good angle, right, where he can't really get you. As
Go to
he
sleep.
kind of goes limp.
Go to sleep.
As you kind of like all proud of yourself,
Drop him.
you see, or you hear this like two boots, and look over just in time to see the other barkeep, or not the other barkeep, the barkeep, looking concerned for his friend, and he clocks you right in the face. In that instance, the world kind of like goes black, and you come down to one knee. You're like, oh, and that's when everybody gets to vie for power of John.
Gotcha.
I doubt I'm gonna win it, but I'm gonna put in normal points just in case.
Shit, I kind of got to. All right. What do I have left? All right, let's see.
Any other takers?
Just thinking. I'll set this one out.
Okay.
Yeah, who wants?
So we're gonna
What's
go
that?
ahead and have a roll off between Jared and I forget what your Satella.
Bring it. What are we rolling?
All right, just roll a d6. You both can roll a d6. Whoever's higher gets control.
So exclamation 1d6.
Okay, so Satella, you come to consciousness in just 1 sec. So you lose the points you bid. Nobody else loses their points. It's just you, Satella. Because you actually gain control. So, you wake up in the hospital with a nurse, as a nurse kind of comes in with a tray. That's the most you know. You don't feel very good. You're very sore. So, yeah, the nurse brings a tray, and she asks, "Can I get you anything?" Hello, sir. Anything?
Satella?
Nope.
Nah.
Oh, okay then. I'll be back in an hour. And she walks out.
Is there anything actually like hooked up to me?
You have one tube kind of coming out of your arm, and that's it. Look, it's dripping some sort of like clear, some sort of clear liquids.
I'm gonna pull that out.
Okay.
And
So, as you pull that out, go figure. How do you want to rule the getting hurt thing?
I would say, like, it needs to be significant injury. Like, there needs to be an actual injury done to you. Not just like, oh no, I stubbed my toe. Or, oh no, I got punched.
This is ripping an IV out.
Yeah, just straight up
At
ripping
least,
it out.
at least one IV. Probably
Yeah.
want to like
Right out of your
because
lane.
because he just got it. Like because he just got control. I'd say like do roll 1d6, like how it says for like when he's.
Sure. Roll a d6.
Otherwise, it's
on
unfair.
a 3 or lower. You lose control. And it's fine. It's a one shot anyway. It's supposed to be silly. So
Yay!
okay. So you can feel yourself fading, and you're like, as you pull it out, you're like, fuck. Yeah, that hurt quite a bit, but you're still in control.
after I do this, I'm gonna stumble over to the door and just kind of open it, poke my head out.
You see there's like this one really old person on a bench in the hallway, just like doing some weird like crochet work or something, and wearing like kind of like a trying to think what you call it, not really like a Johnny, but like some, you know, hospital kind of clothes. And you look and there's like the busy work down the hall. It's like the hub of the nurses, right? Nobody's noticed you peeking out yet.
What am I wearing?
You are wearing a Johnny. It's open in the back. And now that you're
Patient down.
looking, now that you're looking at it, like you can see that you are just covered in bruises.
Gonna go ahead and look around the room really quick just to see if my clothes are anywhere there.
You do see there is a folded set of clothes. They're a little covered in various fluids. They kind of reek like of cheap beer, and they're ripped and
Blood.
torn in places. But
Blood.
yeah, it's not like a murder scene, but they're not like in the best shape either.
Fuck it, gonna put them on.
Okay.
And after I do so, I'm going to start making my way out of the room.
Okay.
With your bleeding IV wounds.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of like beep boop boop beep boop as you leave the room and you slowly close the door. You walk past the woman on the bench and she looks at you and then like does a double take and like, huh? What? And as you kind of like give her a wave and you begin walking down the hall, it's kind of like one end of this hall is a dead end and the other is like the hub where all these nurses are.
I'm going to walk away from where the nurses are. Like the opposite direction.
Okay, so that is a dead end.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, the way that this and a lot of hospitals are structured.
Okay,
Yeah, you have to go past the
You have to
the
go
staff
past
to get
them.
out.
Yeah, to try and get out.
I'm gonna sprint past them as fast as I can.
Okay. So, as you begin sprinting past them, I can't remember what. Let me just double check what your skills are. Okay. So you begin sprinting past them, and it's like a beehive, right, with all these nurses, and they're going on, and as soon as they catch wind of you, you kind of blow through the doors, and you're like, and just this SWAT team of them just begin coming after you. Like 2 of them are behind you. You can hear other ones are like on the like on some sort of radio system. We got someone trying to run away. Quick, we need security. And it just begins. They can also straight up lock the doors so you can't get out. So I'm gonna say for lack of better things, I'm at a loss for words of what I'm trying to say here. But you get caught and put back into your room, and security just puts a handcuffs you to the bed, and they, like, the police don't necessarily, the security guards, if you will, don't necessarily give you a hard time. They just kind of eyeball you, like, what the fuck? And the other nurses kind of come in and they begin like questioning you and asking you why you're leaving, things like that.
I wasn't leaving. I was just looking for the restroom.
Then why would you be sprinting?
Because I had to go really badly.
You're telling me this was all because you had to go to the bathroom?
Look, if you don't let me go right now, I'm gonna turn everyone in this room brown.
He looks over, and there's like this other like younger woman. You can tell she's kind of like I'm trying to think what you call it, like an intern, and she's like, she smiles weakly and kind of gestures and, go ahead and make a roll, d6. You're skilled at this. Okay. So he kind of face palms and Okay. Sorry. He calls the security guard back in, who unlocks you, and they escort you to the bathroom. While you're in the bathroom, you can overhear them talking about the whole thing, and you can hear the security guard laughing. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, and they end up sending the security officer down the hall, and as you are in the bathroom doing whatever you're doing.
I'm just while I'm in there, I'm going to just kind of clean myself off if that wasn't that didn't already happen.
Yeah, you're pretty cleaned off. I mean, you're like a little bit roughed up, and some of your wounds have kind of like the gauze and stuff has fallen off and whatever, just from essentially being handled the way you were because you attempted to sprint out of a hospital. But you're not in bad shape. They cleaned you up. So yeah, you take a few minutes to collect yourself. Maybe like run some cold water on your face, whatever. Be like, oh, all right. Begin formulating your next move.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out of the restroom.
Okay, not a problem. So you see, it's just this one guy and the intern now. They've sent the security guard away. They escort you back to your room, and he essentially begins telling you, you just gotta sit tight and not to do anything like that again because they haven't gotten the x-rays back yet and they're not entirely sure what sort of shape you're in. And he kind of looks you up and down at all your bruises and whatnot. It's like, it's probably for the best you lay low for a couple of days. Also, he was totally unconscious, so everybody gets 1 willpower during that time when he was transported.
Does is I'm assuming the security guard in the room with me right now?
No, they sent him off.
Oh, okay. It's like an intern or a nurse, yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy nurse and his like young female intern or whatever that's like shadowing him right now.
How long do you think that I'm gonna be having to stay here?
If you sign some paperwork, you might be able to get out tonight or sooner rather than later. But if it were me, I'd wait at least a day. You look like you're in pretty rough shape. You don't have to give me an answer right now. You can think about it, right? Just relax. Right, we got you covered.
Odd question.
Yeah.
Do you know of any good clothing stores around? And I'm just gonna motion to my clothes.
Yeah. I mean, you could go to the mall's right down the street. But you know, there's a J.C. Penney a couple blocks up. I think there's a Gap in the mall. There's and he begins rattling off various clothing stores that are in the vicinity.
Well, thanks. Not really much more to say about the situation.
All right, let us know if you need anything. And the young intern kind of like smiles. It's one of those interns that like doesn't say anything. She's just kind of like sitting like in the back of the room a little bit, just shadowing. So they leave, and you are kind of beeping and booping, right? The machinery that's tracking your vitals and whatever. And you're just kind of like, yeah, all right, nice comfy bed.
Question.
Yep.
Which one of them left first?
It was the intern left last. So he went through first, and then she like politely closes the door.
Okay, never mind. Fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna go the fuck to sleep.
Okay, so everybody gets 1 willpower, and go ahead and we vie for control for John again.
Another willpower.
Yep. Every
Sweet.
time he goes unconscious.
I think I'm gonna skip over this one. Just building up some points that I can go later on.
Are we currently still in the hospital, or did we make it out?
You don't know.
Still in the hospital. I think.
Well,
Yeah,
even
we-
if technically speaking, you don't know what the situation is until you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's part of the
That was
game.
yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah. Fuck it. Do it live.
Same.
Okay, Toasted gets it.
What?
Hey man,
I'm
there's a
excited.
lot of points involved. So, Toasted, you wake up, and it's that sleep when you've slept too long that your body aches. You have no idea how long it's been. It's like evening time, right outside. Just looking out the window, and you're like, ah, and you're kind of being shaken awake a little bit. And it's the same dude, and he said, you're still here. Great. Well, doctor's gonna come in and see you in a few minutes, but I think you're pretty much cleared to go. But he's just gonna, give you the lowdown, and then I think we can sign the papers. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Great. So he goes. You wait like a few minutes, and the doctor comes in, and he gives you the checkout. He prescribes you essentially some painkillers. Nothing too crazy, but something to take the edge off a little bit. Gives you the script and sends you on your way.
Right. How sort of active is the place still? Like how many people are still around?
There's quite a few people. I mean, it's a hospital. It's like always busy. So, you walk past that hub, right, where everybody's like going to and fro. There's only, one or two people that look like they're runners right now, and the rest are kind of sitting like behind a desk. You do see two of them in the back. They're just kind of shooting the shit. So it's a little bit less busy than it was, when you decide to sprint, or when John decided to sprint. Yeah. But
Am I still wearing the Johnny?
yeah, you're wearing the clothes that you originally had, though they're pretty haggard at this point.
How haggard?
Like a step beyond buying your pants pre-ripped,
No.
but like, maybe you could pull it off. It's like, again, it doesn't look like a murder scene, but it definitely looks like, dude's got some ratty clothes on right now.
Right. John,
Like somewhere in
I'm gonna-
between modern teenager and hopeless.
I won that fight. Just throwing that
I'm
out.
gonna look. I'm gonna basically just sort of peek into the nurses' hub. Sort of step out and just sort of, pose and go, "How do I look?" Sort of just directing it at them.
They all like half of them like just give you a thumbs up, and then there's like this one like middle-aged woman. She's like, I don't know, she's probably like early 50s, and she's like really heavy set, and she's like, "Oh dear, you look great. You have a nice day."
And he sort of winks at that one and proceeds to head off outside the hospital.
All right. So you walk down the hall. You have to take an elevator down. Blah blah blah. You go to the ground floor, and you're a free man. right? The hustle bustle of the city. The sun is starting to crest over some of the building tops where, there's like this nice autumn or auburn kind of amber color that's, flashing over the city. And, you got, maybe an hour or so left of daylight.
Right. Now, the voices, like when we're not active, we're sort of still aware of what happened while the other voice is active, correct?
Yes, so there's no explaining or like what. Like if John is unconscious, like then you don't know. But
Yeah.
everybody is aware, yeah.
I would know what. Yeah, but I would know what Rick and Nippy and the rest did.
Yeah.
Okay. So right, as he sort of steps out, he sort of goes, "Shit, I don't know where that place actually was." Like the clothing store that the intern mentioned. And he's gonna step back into the hospital and sort of at the front counter, like the reception desk.
Okay.
Yeah, when I was here, this young lady mentioned a clothing store nearby. Could you kindly point where that is?
Yeah. Which one can I help you with there?
Ah, damn it. He sort of says as he completely forgets the name of the store.
Well, you can go down there by the mall. That's 2 streets down. Or you can go over there, and that's gonna be the what is that? The J.C. Penney. That's gonna be just a few streets down. Right. You're gonna go down. Take a left. Go 2 blocks down. Hang a right. And then next block on your left.
Alright, thanks a bunch. If I get a friend coming in here, I tell them about you.
We'll patch
You're a
him
nice
up.
friend. Right, and he's gonna head off and try and follow those directions as well as he can.
Yeah, it's easy enough to navigate.
Right. So, yeah. So when I do get to the mall, first off, do I see any sort of just security around the area? Do I see any cops, anybody? Seems like they're there.
Yeah, we'll say you see there's a security guard that's kind of like meandering his way through, right, one of the levels of the mall.
Right. I'm going to attempt to sneak up behind him and give him a kiss on the cheek.
Okay. So we'll say you do so. Mostly because it's more sneaking up in the fact that there's so many fucking people in there, right? And they're fairly close together anyway that like it's no problem to walk up to him. You give him a kiss and he's like, "What the hell?
Looking good, buddy.
What the fuck you trying to pull, kid?"
Easy there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Go. Stupid fucking kid.
And as I walk off, I kind of quickly give my tush a double tap, sort of pointed at him. Kiss my ass, as he sort of walks off.
All right. So at that, you see a couple of other people that just kind of like they laugh and that's it. And you hear him on the radio. "Hey guys, we got some fucking kid here." And he begins giving a brief description that kind of mumbles out as you're like, "Haha," and you're tee-hee, like running away. And at that, you begin hearing the shuffle as his heavy set kind of like shing, 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 because he's carrying all, his like utility belt or whatever. And they begin chasing you around the mall. You see these people just like wildfire, just whipping their fucking phones out. And you see this other like this really lanky guy. It seems like his uniform like doesn't even close to fit him, and he begins like dashing, like trying to cut you off. Like he's gonna tackle you down.
I sort of take when I see this. You said his like uniform barely fits him, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, as he says, I kind of just pull off my shirt and throw it at his face. Looks like you need some new clothes. I think that'll fit you nicely. And kind of just casually flips him off when he does it.
All right. So as that happens, he kind of like shifts his course, right? Trying to get to you. You can see they're a little red in the face. You know, again, multiple people are just like on you, right? They're trying to snap it. And just go ahead and make a roll as you're trying to evade the police here.
Right. I'll spend 2 points on this one.
All right, just
enough.
just enough. So, there's like
1
one
second.
spot, right, where they begin converging a third guy now, right? So now you have the full authoritative force of the mall security ready to pounce. And in that one split second, you kind of do like a and you juke out of the way as they kind of like, you know, Three Stooges style converge on each other and like tackle each other to the ground. They like roll on. There's like a those metal display things that has like a bunch of like CDs and shit, just like just completely falls on top of them. People are laughing and cheering as you're like, yeah, woo, as you just run out.
Brilliant. Right.
All right, and as that happens, considering your thing, I'm gonna say that's definitely a level 2 obsession for that. That was pretty clutch. So as you're kind of like giggling to yourself, you begin to suck back inside of John as you all vie for control of John again.
Yeah, as when he sort of ran away and he sort of saw doing that Three Stooges sounds, he very audibly and quite clearly just sort of went whoop 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 whoop. Right.
I think I'm gonna take part in the next one. And this one I'm gonna say it again. I just like listening to this. This is fun.
My contribution so far was go to the mall, kiss a police officer in the back in the cheek,
Yeah, I knew it would get interesting with you.
saying kiss my ass, and then manage.
I keep losing. I can't win a bid.
Rick, you putting any points in? Are you good?
I'll sit this one out.
Okay, so with 6 points, it goes to Jared.
Finally!
So Jared, you kind of like fight your way. It's like you're, you know, like the strongest, fastest sperm getting to the egg, right?
Yes!
The canal's only like so.
I come to running full sprint.
Yeah, you nestle into that egg as you're like you just run out of the mall, and you can hear like these people are just like like laughing. You can hear some shuffling, and 3 figures that are kind of like 2 stories up are like running down the escalator as you look back.
Oh wow, John! It looks like we're having fun. Oh, John! Oh, I have a great idea. Are we playing chase? Let's play chase with these guys. Okay, we're already running. Let's keep running. And I want to continue running down the street.
Okay.
And I have a question.
Yep.
There's a thing I want to find. Tell me if it's there. I want to find a museum.
Actually, yes. So
Yes!
What part of New York are you in?
The cultured part.
the culture.
To be fair, there as someone who lives in New Jersey, if New York City like New Jersey, there are an odd amount of museums.
History, not.
I mean, if we really want to do this, I can get a fucking thing.
A map?
Yeah. Like a map of New York City. This is where we are.
Yes. Because this is a system that needs photorealism.
Yeah. No. But we're gonna say yes because fuck that.
Yes.
So as you're running down the street, it's like you kick it into high gear. Like John is just like all of a sudden parkour. Like he's just like fucking sprinting down the street, is jumping off stuff, like weaving through people. And you look over as you see there's like the stone radial stone steps that like go up to the museum.
Steps, John. Let's go.
John whoop, veers off course as you Rocky style. His heart is just beating out of his chest right now. You can hear the sounds of your own wheezing. He's like,
that was fun, John. Oh, what's over here? Look at all those people. And let's go into the history museum.
I love that you're taking a third person take on this.
Well, I'm a voice in John's head.
Yeah, that's actually really fun. I didn't think about that.
You can feel free to do it as well.
I was gonna do it.
So, you see, as John kind of, you'd like this, just the sound of your own heartbeat just pulsing in your collective, the one head collective,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
The hive mind.
yes, that. You walk in, and they are having an exhibit specifically on, like, prehistoric.
Dylan, has anyone called you a gem recently? Because you're a gem.
Yeah, so they have, like, the pterodactyl, right, hanging from the ceiling, right, the reconstructed, all the bones, right? They have, like, a Neanderthal exhibit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's, like, them, like, like, trying to get fire, and then not far from that is, like, the evolution of man, like, stuff like that. And there just so happens to be a tour with some, like, middle school kids. They're, like, you're not sure, they're roughly, like, in the realm of 12 years old-ish, like, preteens. And they're all kind of hovering around this one that's, like, this brontosaurus. It's just, like, this huge fucking reconstruction.
John, what are they looking at? It must be something cool. Let's go.
John
We make our way over.
John walks over. You see everybody else is keeping like a healthy distance from the tour group because they're being considerate. You're just like, fuck that. And you walk right into the group. You can see like the kids are kind of like uncomfortably looking at you. Then the teachers looking at you. Not really saying anything, like telling you to go away, but like trying to motion for you to go away. But
I'm looking past them.
Yeah, standing before you is the giant bone reconstruction of a brontosaurus, hung up like all these bones hung up with wire, in the right fashion.
John, do you see what I'm seeing?
John's wheezing turns into more of like a.
John, we need it. That's the mother lode, John.
And everybody witnesses as John slowly steps 1 foot, another foot, closer to this bone reconstruction of a brontosaurus with arms outstretched, eyes wide, and just drooling fanatically.
John, you can reach it. Oh, my mouth is watering. Do it, John!
And with that, you can hear somebody call out, "Away from the exhibit, please! Hey, you! Hey, away from the..."
Don't listen to them, John! This is more important! We need this!
And with a savage hunger, John latches onto one of the bones and begins yanking and pulling violently. The kids begin screaming. The teacher like scoops one up in her arms. She's like, "Oh, kids, run!" And as people begin attempting to thwart John, thinking that he is somehow attacking these kids and/or the museum. So, John, go ahead and make a roll, please.
Am I escaping or trying to
You're mid,
negotiate? I think I'm.
Yeah. No, it's up to you. It's up to you. You're either trying to escape without it, or you're trying to get it in.
Oh, I want it.
Yeah, because it's not just
I'm gonna
loosely
spend
together.
willpower.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to spend willpower to buffer this. I'm going to spend 3 willpower, which means that instead of a 6, it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6 it succeeds on, right?
Yes.
No!
So, okay. So, as you begin
I needed it!
violently trying to yank this bone off, as as Jared do,
You just
Yeah,
had to do
baby.
that.
yeah. So, these damned humans fucking have the audacity to swarm you. And one
No!
of them grabs at you. You kind of
Get off!
you bite at him, and begin attempting to flee the scene. As mall security and just concerned civilians attempt to stop you. At that, I will say, John, you are able to break free, and you dash out of the museum as everybody vies for control of John. You definitely do not succeed in getting the bone. But as a failed skill, you all vie.
Alright.
Is anybody going unconscious? Have points to have.
Okay, so, so 3 5s. So everybody who
Damn it.
bid 5, go ahead and roll a d6. Yeah.
No!
I think Satella's got
By
this
the way,
one.
Jared, I just want to say thank you, Jared. You just thank you.
Yeah, that was.
Nice. All right,
Get
another. All right, round 2. So Satella and Rick, go ahead.
I'm not gonna roll 2
Oh
6s.
yeah.
What
What
is
is the guy? Or maybe I will.
Will this be the end? Fuck.
Oh.
3 6s in a row.
Ooh, all right. So after a strong battle of the wills, it's almost like you're pushing each other. I'm just. And then,
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
all right. So, you come to as there's essentially a small swarm, chasing you, and this is like you're just now running out of the steps of the museum. John is fairly winded at this point from having done that tedious exercise, and he's already pretty sore. So yeah.
Oh, what are we doing here, John? I'm gonna keep running. Let's try to get away from this crowd, but I'm gonna try to be smart about it and not just do like an open field run, but maybe get through some buildings, cut through some ways, and what I need to do to get out of here.
Okay, so, hate to be that guy, but considering there is a swarm of intelligent people, and you are fairly winded, go ahead and make a skill roll to try and
Oh,
get away from these people.
I don't have a skill in that. Wait, how many people are chasing me?
What's up?
How many people are chasing me?
There's like a couple civilians, and then there's a couple of the mall security. You're not sure how far they'll chase you. You just know that you're just right outside right now, so they're like hot on your tail.
I think I like 4 people.
There's about a half a dozen or so in total.
I could take them. Hey yo, John,
There's
what's
one
running?
particularly
Let's take these fuckers. Nah, I'm not
familiar,
gonna roll.
badass-looking guy in a leather jacket.
Oh my god!
Really?
I'm loving the spectrum of these voices. We have like the guy that can only be described as a golden retriever. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? We have the fucking like New York mafia fucking. Hey, what you
Hey,
doing?
whoa.
Come over here. Let me fucking smack you around.
Bada
Then you have
bing,
the
what are you?
fucking and then you have the fucking guy that's just like, hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you. The grumpy cunt. We didn't really get to see too much of Snippy, so I'm just gonna call him the whore. No, we just have like the fucking red dumpster diver.
Trust me, I
Dumpster
wanted him to get the bone. I really did.
I feel like that's the most creative obsession we've had so far.
The only bone you'll be getting at this
Dog
rate is
person,
getting boned in
essentially.
prison.
All right. So at that, John gets tackled to the ground, smacking his head as things kind of go white for a second, and just pinned down by one particularly. I'm trying to find the words to articulate what I'm trying to say here, but one very motivated civilian. You lost pretty much all the other ones as you're just running through. But as you kind of cut down this one alleyway, there's just one fast dude, and he tackles you to the ground. That pain of that, and obviously failing the roll, everybody go ahead and vie for control of John.
That was a waste of points. All right.
Sorry, Boo.
Let's see.
That's how it go.
I'll sit this one out.
I will too.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
Rick looks up. Usain Bolt, the fuck you doing here?
All right,
This
so
happens to be Usain Bolt tackling you to the ground.
Snippy with 5 points.
Finally.
So you scramble to your feet, just barely getting out of range of this guy. Your head is reeling, your body is hurting, and this guy's like, "Hey, you come back here right now! I'm gonna fucking get you! What the fuck you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, fuck that!" And you can do whatever you want. You're like in the alleyway with this guy. He looks like he's fairly well in shape. He's like tight muscle shirt, right?
John. Ask him if he has any pocket lint. You need that pocket lint, John. You ask him for pocket lint.
John's voice extends from you. You got any pocket lint? And the guy's just like, what the fuck?
I'll trade it to you for this half-eaten burger.
Which you don't
No,
have
remember
anymore.
the burger isn't at the apartment. I hoarded it.
Yes. But this voice is kind of not all there.
Okay, makes sense.
He doesn't remember. He's like, wait, where's the burger, John? What you do with the burger, John? Need the burger. Burger's needed. Need the burger. Go get the burger.
You're fucking crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Dude, you need some help? You need to fucking sit down right now.
You know what will help? if you give me your pocket lint.
Fine, I'll give you a fucking quarter. Just sit the fuck down, you crazy fuck.
Does he give me the pocket lint?
Yeah, he gives you pocket lint and he gives you a
Yes.
quarter. He also he has his phone, and he begins calling the police.
John's gonna try and snatch his phone.
Okay.
We need that, John. We need his phone.
Hey, police, this is crazy guy. Hey, what the fuck you doing?
So
As
we'll
the
say
police is
as he
hearing.
begins dialing, he's like boop beep. He's like, hey, what the fuck? And as you
And
attempt
John
to jump
will
him,
start running.
okay, so you just
Again.
attempt jumping him for his phone.
Yes.
Poor John,
So
man.
Snip-
We're making him
so
run
Snip
so
is-
much.
So Snippy's basically Gollum from fucking Lord of the Rings.
He's going to grab his phone, run, and try and find a dumpster to hide in.
Okay.
He's like the fucking dumpster Gollum.
How are you taking the phone? Is there any special way you're taking the phone?
I'm going to smack it out of his hand, pick the probably very broken phone off the ground, put it in my pocket, and dart off towards the nearest towards a dumpster that's far away from him.
You know what? Fuck it. So you smack the phone out of his hands just because you're so unpredictable that he doesn't think you're gonna do that, right?
Yes.
Oh, you shouldn't have fucking done that as you scoop it up and you run. This guy's fairly fast, so he's right on your tail. He's probably gonna overtake you again. He doesn't seem like
John.
he's as winded as you are, but you have the phone in hand and you're like, oh shit, as this guy's kind of closing in on you.
Looking to the sides of the alleyway, what do I see? Is there like a bottle on the ground?
Sure, yeah. There's various.
John picks up the bottle and he throws it at him.
Okay, go ahead and make a skill roll. You're proficient in
proud.
throwing things. So
Yes.
at this point, he's like 7 feet away. It's like if you miss this, the time that you wasted doing this, he's gonna tackle the fuck out of you.
I hit him.
Yeah. So with a nat 6 too. So he's like, and you can hear him. He's like, "You fucking crazy fuck! Get the fuck!" And like just mid sentence, as you like gunslinger, but with a bottle, you hit him like right between the eyes. There's a sickening crack and a thud as he skids on his face right up to just out cold, out flat.
John will go back and he will take all of his clothes and anything on his person
Okay.
along with it.
So, yeah, hold on here. So, you're the active as well. Okay, buddy. So that definitely, I'm gonna say that's a level 2 obsession for you. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna say the active. Anybody else who thinks they should get some, just at the end, you'll be like, "This is why I think I should get some too." Otherwise, it's tedious for me.
Yeah, don't worry.
So
I'm
people are
Knock
gonna
him out.
people are gonna have to vie for control of him again. But so he has some clothes. They're a little loose fitting because he's like a little bulked up. But he's knocked the fuck out. You pick his pockets. He had the latest iPhone. The screen's a little scuffed up, but it's not bad because it had a nice case on it. So you have his phone. You have his wallet. He had $180 cash in his wallet.
Jesus.
Plus, yeah, he's got a gold watch, and he has some nice designer shoes on. This guy seemed like he was fairly well off.
Yep.
Wait, did you take his underwear?
Yes. He's wearing it on his head.
Okay, so
How
He-
dirty is his underwear?
they're immaculate.
Oh.
Mostly though, like they're black too, so you can't really see if there's any old stains, but they seem like the print is all nice and fresh. This guy is not bad off, so he probably doesn't have a lot of things that are too old.
John?
But you take a nice set of car keys that you're not sure what car it goes to, but you just he's got it on like a carabiner clip, and you just like yoink. You take that and you put it on your pants or his pants if you
Yep,
What?
I changed into his clothes.
Okay. So, and then you look both ways. Nobody's noticed you yet, but there's a lot of people walking down, you know, the various alleyways, right? Or like walking in front of. So you're like, oh shit. So you begin fucking running
John?
off.
No. John is going to try and pick him up and toss him into a dumpster. Or anywhere where you can hide the body.
This is a very large man, and John is not so. So you.
Pull
No,
muscle.
you're not lifting this guy into a dumpster. He's probably like 250, like muscle.
This is not Payday 2.
This is not a small guy.
Okay. He will kick him in the face and take one of his teeth.
Sure. Okay, so that's the last thing that John remembers as people vie for control of John. You did fulfill an obsession, so. All right, so yeah, we bidding. So this is official bid. Anybody else want to bid? I have 2 bids.
Wait. My bid counted, yeah?
Uh,
I forgot. Didn't I just bid? I don't know.
okay, yeah, I got a bid, a bid, a bid, a bid. Aha! All right. Rick, you bidding?
No.
Okay, so with 5 points, it's gonna go to our home skillet, Yoshka, which is Satella.
Hi.
So, you wake up, everybody gets 1 will. It's evening time at this point, and you're not entirely sure where you are, but you are sleeping in a very nice car.
We committed so many crimes.
That's about right.
Like, against humanity and law.
Dylan, I have a quick question. Can you send me a link to your stream? Or something like that?
Yeah,
You don't have to.
Never mind.
You don't have to. You can just right-click his name, Discord, and there's a little thing called Watch Stream right there. It'll link you to it.
They're there, friends.
Okay.
They're there.
I got the revives, dude.
Well, I might.
Hey, John. You should probably, just while we have the chance, go ahead and look around this car. After all, look at these clothes.
Yeah.
Probably had something
So,
good.
Looking
Nice
around
one.
the car, so there's a nice, fresh pine tree air freshener, black ice, and it smells pretty good in here. You know, he's got like an old, like, there's only like maybe an inch in the bottom that's all sugar iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and you're not sure how long it's been there. But you got the seats back. It's leather. They're really nice. You're checking various compartments. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 different pairs of sunglasses that are nice sunglasses. There's like he's got like a coin dispenser, and hey, Izzy. Hope you're happy, you sadistic bastard. I am happier to know that you're still out there. Not so much that you cry, but okay. Damn, where was I? Yeah, so as you're checking through all the compartments, right, you find probably another like $4 or $5 just worth of change. Yeah, that seems to be most of the effects. Besides that, it's fairly clean in here.
After taking all that, hey, buddy, you should probably, while these clothes are nice and all, you should probably head over to that, that department store that they mentioned, J.C. Penney. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna start heading over to, I'm just gonna start looking for that department store
By car or by foot?
by car.
Okay. So I mean, it is New York, so it's probably faster to go by foot, but okay. Yeah. So you go. You can see there's like quite a lot of people like looking at you, and it only takes a small tap to like. You haven't gone outside to see what car this is, but you're like, this is a pretty fucking nice car. But yeah, you finally find your way thanks to the built-in GPS tracking. So you're quite a while away from that department store. There's another one that you can get, but you're like, across the city.
That's probably gonna take too long, but we should probably head over to the one that's close.
Okay. So, using that right points of interest and whatever, you find a department store. You find a place to park. Thankfully, I mean, you have all the right credentials, right? So you use the, you pay the parking, right? With this card, run a credit, and then go into the department store. So here we go, John. You're in the department store. It's kind of like another multi-floor kind of mall-esque.
Are there any like workers, like people around that work here?
Yeah, there's plenty.
Hey John, you should probably go ask them where they're more fancy clothes.
So he goes and he asks, "Where are fancy clothes?" And some like younger, maybe his early 20s man. He's like very fancy. Oh hey, yes. You're gonna want to go over. You know what? Come here. I'll show you. And he kind of takes you by the hand and walks you over, kind of around the semicircle and into like this back section that has like a lot of like dress clothes. Like there's some blazers and there's like some nice like ties, right? They just got the whole shebang, right? Suit and tie, pretty much.
Don, ask him for tux. Ask him for the tux. Ask him about tuxes.
Tux. Tux. That's all that John says. Yeah, you can. I think so. Yeah, you could rock that. Here, let me. And he calls over this other dude, and he's like talking back and forth. It's like like gesturing grandly over to you and head bobbing the whole way. And he walks over. Yeah, he's gonna hook you up. So, good luck. And he walks off. And yeah, you talk to this other guy who begins measuring you, and yeah. So I hear you're in the market for a tux, huh? Getting married? No? Fancy event?
Just tell him you just want a tux.
John says, just tell him I just want a tux. And he kind of looks at you weirdly, but okay, all right, sure. And he brings you a couple. You have like a nice like a baby blue, right? You have like the original tux, and then he's got like a zoot suit, right? Any of these suit your fancy?
Get suit your fancy.
John totally says that, if that's what you're thinking.
Yes.
So, and the guy
Well,
just
I-
shakes
I-
his head,
well,
but he does it with like a
Nep
smile.
Nep didn't say that. I said that. I'm just saying that because it's funny.
Oh yeah, no, that was stupid. Grab the baby blue one.
Okay, so he takes the baby blue one and, well, if you want me to fit it, you're probably gonna have to come back tomorrow, the next day. We ask you put half down, just because we have work to do on it, and then you pick it up tomorrow.
Just tell him it's fine.
What do you mean? You don't want me to? No. All right.
It's
Whatever.
fine.
Whatever. So, all right. Anything else you want? Shoes, pants. Well, I mean, pants come with it, but you know what I mean.
No.
Any other way
this
I
is
can
all.
help you today?
This is all.
Okay. So he rings you up. I'm looking up how much a tuxedo actually costs. Like a nice, okay.
A lot.
So the sticker price comes out to, for the full set of the baby blue, it's a nice $26.50. And he looks at you. Is that gonna be cash or credit?
Let me just credit. I think
Okay. And you have various cards. This guy does have various credit cards. He has like a Visa. He's got a MasterCard. He has like another like Amazon Visa, right? He's got like a gas one. He has multiple credit cards and what looks to be like a debit card as well.
I'm just gonna pick one and not really care which one it is.
Okay. And I forgot, you're gonna run it as credit?
Yeah.
Alright, credit, yep. Runs it through credit. I've never run anything of that amount through a credit card. Did they require your signature, right? But do they
Yes.
require anything else for a purchase that large?
It
depends
You'll
on the-
get you'll just get a signature. If
Yeah.
the
As long as
person
your
got the credit
as long as your
cards.
credit as long as your credit card actual terms don't state that you have a maximum spending limit on your card, like if they don't say you can only purchase $1,500 a day from your card, like my Discovery card has a 7,000 limit, and there's no limit on how much I can spend on it, so I can spend up to that if I wanted to,
Yeah.
because in the terms
So-
it doesn't give me a limit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, once you spend a certain amount, obviously you can see the purchases on your bank account. All that. Once you
Okay.
purchase a certain amount, you actually get like a notification on your phone. Like, oh, you sure you want to spend this much? Yes.
mhm.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
All
fine.
depends on-
This
that
this what I'm
is
gonna
like
do.
around 100.
I'm gonna roll a d6. If it's even, it's gonna go through. If it's odd, the card's gonna get declined.
Oof.
You know what?
Oh wait,
No, I'm feeling nice. Technically, it is you, so I'll use your roll instead of my roll.
oh,
So, yeah, okay. So, it goes through. Fingers crossed. You hold your breath and He puts it in a bag for you, like a fancy, like, he begins, like, trying to put it away fancily, right? Since you just spent almost $3,000 on a nice piece of clothing. And
Don't
then
bother with it.
he stops halfway and, alright. Here you go. Have fun. Do come again.
Probably won't, but okay.
Alright. Tux acquired.
That's such a cunt thing to say to Sora. Hope you come again. Probably won't.
Okay. So, you still have free reign here.
Just head back to the car.
Okay, head back to car. Are you putting the tux on, or you just wanted it acquired?
Putting the tux on while heading to the car.
No.
While in the car, putting the tux on?
No, while heading to the car.
Oh, well, heading to the car. Yeah, people are like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, people are just, like, screaming and, like, covering their eyes and, like, hiding their children and shit. And you definitely pull the attention of a couple of people. And, given that your obsession has, just been acquired, you know, go ahead and mark a level 2 obsession for you. And, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and vie for control of John.
I'll sit this one out.
As will I.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna take them out. We're not gonna have a whole lot of people fighting this time.
Everyone's sitting out. Oh no.
I know.
No, wait.
I only have. Oh, all right. I hold on.
You got very few people going, so you might as well give it a shot. I honestly just don't really want to, because I don't really know what I would do. So.
I did put a bid, just saying. There's
I put
not
a bid.
nobody going.
Yeah.
I put a bid. Changed my mind. I probably won't win this bid, but I put a bid.
Okay. All bids in? Alright, toasted. Toasted.
Alright.
Alright,
So
so
return-
as you kind of come to, you can hear these sirens in the background, but you're like
What kind
down
of
some alleyway, and like you're huffing and puffing, and you're just in this baby blue, like really nice tux, and you have no idea where you are.
So I hear the sirens going away in the distance, right?
Yeah.
Hey, John. You hear that? It's probably some of those assholes. Let's go check this out.
Okay, so John begins kind of heading towards the sounds as you see two cruisers just rush by, like.
Fuck. Wait. No, we still have that car, don't we? John, get back in the car. Quickly.
John goes and he begins checking random cars. There's kind of a lapse where you guys don't know what the car looks like. And you're trying the thing. None of the cars around you appear to be the car. You're pressing the button, trying to get it to work.
Shit! Change of plan, Johns. Change of plans. Let's go back to that fucking mall. I want to see something.
Okay. You're not sure where you are.
John, stop running around random places. Look for a map. Wait, that's right. You still have the guy's phone. Check the phone.
Please enter the 4-digit passcode.
Fuck!
And at that, a bunch of people walk around as John just goes, "Fuck!" with that exact, like, voice.
The hell are you looking at? Mind your own business.
Yeah, they just keep walking. They're like, ah, fuck you.
Right. Looking around, what does this part of town sort of look like?
You look like you're on it. Like at this point, it's like nighttime, and it is just like fucking over the top like lights everywhere. There's just various like eating establishments, bars. There's a theater. There's like that's like just what you're seeing like just right here without walking anywhere.
Getting kind of bored here. Let's go check out that theater, see if they got anything good going.
They have Cats. It's Broadway. And you walk up. It's yeah, you would know because when you check the phone it would tell you. It's 8:05. The showing started at 7:45.
John, you can probably get in there and get a sneak peek for free. We're not like one of these schmucks that has to pay for things. Let's go, John. Let's go, let's go!
So John tries to meander his way around the building, not really knowing how to get in. It appears that the only real entrance is through the front.
Is there anybody that's is there anybody or sort of anything overlooking the front entrance? So, you know, like a ticket booth or a guard office. And then...
Yeah, there's a an usher, and then there's also like a couple of like bouncer type guys, and the doors are like they're shut. So like you can't even get in unless they like open the door for you, because this show has already started.
Right. Is it just one bouncer or like multiple?
There's two, because there's like it's like a wide entrance and there's like a bunch of doors. It's like a large theater.
He sort of walks up to one of the bouncers. John, offer him some money. Maybe he'll let us in.
John knocks on the door. The guy opens up and... Hey, the show started at 7:45. Next time, come on time. And he begins closing the door.
Wait a minute.
What?
Now, I did come on time, but not my fault a fucking car crashed in the street. Got stuck in there for a good half an hour to 40 minutes, I don't know. Come on, man, one friend to another. And when he sort of says one friend to another, he sort of...
show? I never seen you here before.
Hey, can't someone come in from outside of town to enjoy a little bit of Broadway?
You know what? Given the fact that you're in a very nice tux, so you actually look halfway decent. Go ahead and just make a just a check. Yeah, you don't have any skill with this, but you can add will if you want to before your roll.
Nah, I'm gonna wing it. Let's see it. I kind of like that you have somebody coming into this at this time anyway.
Oh,
hey!
Nice. He puts out his hand from one friend to another.
Good friend to another, my friend. And he sort of takes out the $180 that was in the guy's wallet and hands it to him.
He gives you a nod. He nods to the other bouncer and he lets you in.
Dylan, I have a question.
Enjoy the show. Yep. What's up?
Can the voices interact with the other voices in his head?
We're not. We're quiet.
Yeah, you guys are quiet. If you want to talk to each other inside, sure, like in a private chat or something. But
yeah, never mind.
You can't influence like the active.
I meant like in character.
That would be fun. Maybe we could do a variant of that next time. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Right now, no.
It'd probably get a little chaotic.
Yeah,
Just the
which
fucking
sounds
idea.
fun, but
Yeah, it needs to be controlled chaos. Like, there needs to be like a proper system
Yeah.
for it. Right. So, going into the theater, do I see any sort of vacant seats?
it's pretty packed in here. But you do see there's like a couple now and again that are just like one. There's another, I don't really want to say a bouncer, but there's like an older woman in very nice clothes, and she kind of cuts you off and, can I help you find your seat, sir?
Yeah, I just came in from outside of town. Bit of a car crash on the way in. I got a bit late. 1 second, let me try and find the ticket real quick. And he's going to sort of shuffle through his clothes, pretending to be looking for something. Oh, god damn it! Must have dropped it or something.
Sir, you're,
I think it was.
please, you're,
I think it was seat. I believe it was seat B29 or something along those lines.
people are trying to watch the show, please. Yes, I can be 29. Yes. Are you thinking perhaps it was C29?
Probably, yeah. Don't normally remember the numbers.
Okay. Sure. C29's right over there. Enjoy the show. Please, be sure to shut off your cellular device. Anything else that can make noises, okay?
Will do. And he's going to start heading to his seat.
Okay.
How do the people near me look? Like,
They're
People that I'm sitting
all
next to.
like, everybody's pretty gussied up for this.
alright. Do the people next to me look very sort of enthralled or very just
Yeah,
focused on the show?
Yeah, everybody's very focused on the show. There's like that quick like glance as you're walking past, but like, you know, everybody came here to see the show.
Right. I'm going to casually just sort of try and first off, do these seats have like any sort of pockets on them? Like, are these sort of seats just normal seats, or like are there any sort of pockets
Yeah,
like in the back of the seats?
They're very comfortable, but they don't have any sort of actually these ones actually do, and in them there's like pamphlets, like what do you call it, the show guide.
Playbill.
Yeah. And that's all that's in them. Like
Uncultured
every
swine.
single one of them has like one of them in it. You'll see that a lot of them are empty because like people are holding theirs. But yes, there is a little pocket in the back of the seat.
John is going to tear a page off and start making a paper airplane.
Okay.
Right. And sort of midway through the show, well, past midway, because I'm there a little bit in the midways.
Yeah, no. So
He's just going
you
to
begin-
casually sort of. Yeah.
So you begin making this paper airplane. John is one that gets very distracted very easily in this nice calm setting after such a hectic day. He begins having the heavy eyes as you make the paper airplane. I'm gonna go ahead and, considering this is kind of like a, you know, comfy seat, considering everything going on, I'm gonna make a roll to see if he falls asleep during the show. Okay, so if it is a 4 or above, I believe, right?
Wasn't there just a
Four,
bit
or,
of that?
yeah, 4 or higher.
Or higher.
4 or higher. So you begin, like, you make the paper airplane, but you're kind of waiting for a time when you're gonna throw it, and just everything is, it's nice and peaceful and calm, and you drift off to sleep.
Fuck.
All right, 5 for John, everybody. You all gain. I'm gonna say for this because it potentially a long nap. You guys get 2 willpower.
Toasted, do you have a bird?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a bird.
Oh yeah, boo. Well, so what was the first number, Jared? Like, is that your total?
Total.
That's your total, and the next is your bid number.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it? Everybody bid? That wants to?
Yep.
All right. Oh, waiting on one. Yoshka. Okay. Oh, you're just saying your total, but you're not bidding, right?
No.
All right. So, you come to the stage, or you don't come to the stage. You come to consciousness, in a puddle of your own drool, John. And as Jared
Hello.
comes to consciousness, he sees, kind of wiping a little drool off of his face, sees a bunch
Oh.
of cats that are walking on 2 legs, jumping and dancing around and singing.
John, where have you taken us? John, you've led us into the den of the enemy. John, get up! We can't say. Get up! Get out of this seat! Oh,
John
what are you
gets up.
wearing?
John gets up and he looks around, and there's like one really proper person that looks at you and, my word, I never. Please, sir, sit down. We are trying to watch the show.
John, I think they're onto us. Alright, it's okay. Act natural. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tell her that everything's fine, and you dropped your bone, and you need to go get it.
So John says it just like that.
Yes.
Oh, what? I don't understand, sir. Are you?
I dropped my
alright?
bone, and I need to go get it.
Well, then,
I'll be right back.
please be my guest. Leave. We'll all be the better for it.
And it just rolled on that way. I'll just go get it. And I begin to make my way slowly towards the stage down the aisle. You said C, so like I'm right by the stage.
B.
No, we thought it was B, and they told us
Yeah,
C.
it's C.
Okay.
So I'm right there.
Yeah, and everybody's fairly proper, so you kind of fit in, just given the fact that you have a tux on. And you're slowly like doing the sideways like walk, trying to get out, and you can see like quite a
Yeah,
few people are like
Glancing.
kind of and guffawing and harumphing and all those fine dandy things. Very unimpressed. As you
John.
get out to the end, because you're kind of like in the
John.
very middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
John, those cats. I think they're keeping these people hostage. We need to do.
Okay.
John, we can't just let this happen. We need to put a stop to this. Let's go.
Okay.
And we're going to spring into action.
So, as John idles for a few seconds as you're kind of like doing this, one of the bouncers kind of like comes up to you and is like, "Sorry, I'm gonna need you to sit down or go to the bathroom or whatever it is you're trying to do." People are trying to watch their show, and as you're like, "John," he kind of like pushes the guy out of the way. And it's like, "Oh!" as he and John just begins trying to rush the stage. You can see at this point there's like quite a few bouncers, right? And they're just like, guarding, trying to to stop you, right? There's like trying to think what you call it, but like a line, like not a barricade per se, but you know what I'm trying to say, like at a rock concert. There's essentially like one of that between the stage as John attempts to go ahead and maul these cats. One of the audience members screams out and a small panic ensues. Go ahead and make a roll to see if you can.
Can I roll for chasing cats?
Yes, I will let you do that. Yes, for chasing cats.
Awesome. I have a skill for chasing cats.
I know this.
Nice.
I'm gonna use 2 points, so I succeed on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh,
All right.
that was fucking beautiful. So
That's the second time this happened.
First me with the 6, and then him with the 1.
oh yeah, as you.
And the first time I tried this, I was 1 off as well.
Oh man, I'm sorry. It's great. I wish you had
Doom.
succeeded, but anyway. So as John begins to and begins to try and he gets over this barricade, right? And he gets like within a couple of feet of them before just this one meaty hand grabs a hold of his ankle and just yanks. And the last thing that you remember is a doo, 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 as your face just ricochets off the wooden steps. And a white hot pain flashes into your face. Everybody go ahead and get a will point, and then anybody who wants to vie for control of John.
I'll set this one out.
Same.
Where's John? Wake up.
All right.
Yeah.
So
On the
Snippy.
next episode,
Oh,
train
wait.
about-
Hold
Yay!
on. Hold on. Not necessarily.
Aw.
Okay. Yep. Snippy. So you wake up in a prison cell with 3 other unsavory gentlemen, and there is just pure blood like all down your shirt. You can feel you're missing a couple of teeth. Whatever happened, you're not entirely sure, but you know your tongue is bitten into pretty bad. You're beaten and bruised.
Okay, this is interesting. John, John, talk to them. They're your friends, John. John, see, they can get you things, give you things. You need their things, John. And John's basically walking up to his cellmates, and he's like, hey, got any soap? I need soap.
No, I don't got any soap. Get the fuck away from me, you
All right,
fucking
all right.
weirdo.
No. Do you have a spoon? I need spoons.
If I had my spoon, I'd be having a way better fucking time. And with you, you fucking weirdo. Get the fuck out of here. He walks off.
Hey.
I said get the fuck away
I
from
thought
me.
I thought I was in a cell. How far is he walking?
Like to the other side of the cell.
Oh,
It's like one of those larger cells. It's not like a singular.
wait. You said you went out? Me went out too. We get out together.
No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks, fruitcake. Get the fuck away from me, I said.
No. Listen.
You say one more word to me, and I'm gonna beat your fucking face in. Get the fuck away from me, kid.
And John is going to go in the corner and start picking off flakes of the paint on the wall and try and dig his way out.
Okay. And with that,
Wait, you said wait, actually. Oh, okay. Never mind. he will turn to the other guy and he'll be like, hey, help me get these bars. We need those bars. The bars are important.
He shakes his head. Look at this guy, fellas. He's a fucking fruitcake. What the fuck? Crazy bastard. And the other guys, they're kind of like keeping their distance. They're like, what the hell is with this guy? But they're not stopping you, but they're not really helping. They're just like, what are you doing? Yeah. So as you
John will go up to the bars with his flakes of paint, throw the flakes of paint at the bars, and when that doesn't work, he will grab the bars and say, "Why won't you die?" He's trying to rip the bars off of the hinge.
Okay, so as you're shaking that, one of the cops comes up. Dude, you don't want to do that.
Does he have have a radio on his thing?
Yeah.
John will shoot his arm out and try and grab his radio.
Okay, go ahead and make a skill for that to try and thieve away his thing.
Five.
Ah, so close.
Aw.
So with that, you just hear him yell, "Get back! Get back!" And he just calls, "Yeah, I'm gonna need backup down here." And he pulls out his nightstick and his taser, and just like fucks you.
No! I need that. Ah.
as the world fades, and you twinge on the ground, you lose consciousness a little bit, and we're gonna say, yeah, who's vying for control of John right now?
Me.
I can't. I want to, but I can't.
I don't know what I would do if I got controls.
Doesn't mean you can't.
I mean, I'll do it if nobody else wants to. But
I bid.
I got some
I also
bids.
bid.
It's fine. I'm
Okay.
just saying, if you want in, bid now.
yeah,
Bid now or forever.
like I
hold your
said, I'm having a lot of fun just listening.
bid. Okay. So
Dude, I feel with this group I don't even have to touch
toasted.
you guys up.
Toasted.
I actually won that.
Yeah. Everybody bid too, except you. So, you wake up as John begins to try struggling against his constraints. As it appears, you have been transported to a mental institution. Go figure.
Oh, god damn it.
What do you mean, go figure?
John writhes against that which binds him. And with that, you hear this strangely robotic voice inside the head. You all hear this simultaneously. That was fun. We should play again next time, John. John and John.
And Spike.
And with that, it kind of, the camera zooms out, pans out as he's just like writhing against his binds, and he begins just barking.
Yay!
And that's the end. That's all I got.
Damn it.
You got locked
Dude.
in insane
You guys
asylum.
were
That was-
cruising
that
to
was-
limit the options. There's a point where like the options are too limited.
Yeah,
John's gonna
I
fucking
don't think
call
it's
it.
supposed to
John's
go
gonna-
this long.
Yeah,
John
I
was
don't-
gonna call in a nurse and pull out his willy.
yeah. But yeah, it was fun.
His little Johnny.
I do like the idea though of like the battling, almost like not the battling, but like if it's just pure chaos. So it's like you can hear all the voices, even though you're not active. It doesn't mean that John will listen to you. Only the active voice can make decisions. But like you guys can actually talk. Like one voice would talk to another voice, you know, even though other people would think he's crazy, right? Because he's talking to himself.
I feel like we need to like expand upon this and play this again later or something.
I mean, this was the first time. I mean, literally, it was 100% like impromptu. Like we just did it. So
I think that's how it's supposed to be, though.
yeah, it was fun. So, but not just that. But it's like we didn't even really know the rules, to be honest.
Oh,
I mean, they're
fuck no.
simple, but
Does everybody want to reveal their obsession?
Oh,
yeah, let's do it. Well, we're gonna see like who wins, but
Let's do it one by one. Like it's from Discord, like rule of Discord. So ice down to Rick, I guess.
yeah. So this is so nobody won a level 3 obsession. We had a couple people win level 2s. So what I'm gonna do is a level 1 obsession is worth 1 point. A level 2 is worth 3 points, and a level 3 is worth 10 points, which nobody got. So that's how we'll tally it up. And essentially, anybody who is active, I told them what they got and why. But this will be we're just gonna go through the list in Discord, and you'd be like, I believe I should get this because. So like when this happened, you know what I mean? Otherwise it would be very tedious for me to read through everybody's things and remember the whole game. So we'll start with Weiler. So
Okay, so my obsession was essentially kleptomania, like complete obsession with hoarding objects. No correlation between what the objects are, just I see it, I want it, I take it, I have it. And that's I didn't play much, but I had fun anyway. And that's probably my only thing is when I took the burger that Kyle took and I kept it, I put it in his apartment and I kept it for later.
But you can get points when other people are
yes,
active.
So
that's
what
I'm saying. So
yeah.
through the course of that, though, when do you think you should get points?
Probably the act of hoarding, like the act of putting it in the apartment is probably what I would say I would get points from.
Okay, so that's like level 1 from that.
But
what else did John do?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, perhaps going for the bones. That kind of goes into that goes into both me and Jared's obsessions.
And mine, because of multiple reasons.
So what do you think?
I don't know.
What do you guys think?
I know I definitely didn't win.
we as the collective are John, so what do we think? Do we think the bone thing, he should get some points for that too as well?
I'd say
we didn't get it.
We didn't actually get it.
We didn't get it. That's true.
You should get points.
His obsession,
Yeah, if I'm not getting
is kleptomaniacy. And kleptomaniacy usually involves actually getting the item.
Yeah.
My thought process is that he should also get a level 2 when Snippy got the level 2 from stealing the guy's stuff after he knocked him out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's definitely one.
So that's what? That's 4 points, right? A level 2 is 3, and one level 1, 4 total.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4 points for Weiler. All right, Jared, what do you think?
I failed at everything.
Yeah, you failed at quite a lot, but no, you did. There was one thing in the beginning.
Yeah, and it wasn't even mine.
Yeah, but digging through the trash cans was very dog.
Yes,
it was very dog.
It was. I'm
Wait,
so sad because I missed
a dog.
Yup.
You cut out, but I'm assuming you said yes, be a dog.
Yup, be a dog.
Nice.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I managed to not terrorize the cats and not steal the biggest bone. I missed both by one.
I know. So Jared has a 1 point. Is there anything else that's dog-like that Jared did?
Not
No.
really.
Not that I succeed.
Ugh. Sorry, Boo.
It's okay.
All right,
Such is life.
Toasted. What do you got for points?
Well, I'm not sure about these. So I'm just gonna kind of name them.
Well, what was your obsession first?
Pissing off the police,
Okay.
cops in general.
We did that quite a bit.
Yes, it's kind of what I'm saying. So first off, at the hospital when Satella tried to run away, I don't think they were pissed though, so I don't think that counts. Because he said they sort of laughed it off.
Yeah, they laughed it off because of the way that the events turned. So I don't know if I would give points for that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
Like I
say
s-
it's pissing off the cops.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't think that one. Next one was a pretty obvious one. The whole mall incident where I got 3 of them chasing me. I think it was.
Yeah, that was definitely a
Yes.
level 2.
Nice. Right. Then let's see, what was it? Oh yeah, then there's the security at the museum trying to get to John from stealing the bone.
I'd say that. Well, it depends. How many guards were there, and did the cops actually show up?
You didn't see any
That's
cops
wrong.
show up. There were mall guards. There's 2. And then there were like about 4 civilians, but then one of them was the guy that chased you down.
I wouldn't. It's a matter of I don't think it should be a 2, but at the same time, it could be a 2.
I think that's a 1, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the scale is big, but like the actual amount of people affected.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm saying. To 1, I
Yeah.
think that one.
That's
Right.
kind of what I'm thinking. Is the amount of people was minimal, but the event that happened was kind of big.
Yeah.
The event was big, but I would probably, if he had actually got into it with the cops, I would have said some. But
Yeah.
a lot of it happened behind the scenes, like the sirens that were going off, like they were looking for,
Yeah.
you know, the guy from earlier. So even though the cops were pissed and it was a consequence of that, it was not necessarily like a hands-on sort of thing. You know what I mean?
And then I don't think you'll count the people in the theater when I'm assuming that Jared got decked by one of the guards in the theater when he chased after the cats.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, which is
Please
not,
call me Spike.
which is not necessarily like the cops. Obviously, the cops were involved, but
Yeah.
he was pretty knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
But
then-
definitely like going after, trying to take the things, the radio off.
Yeah, and that's
getting
the next one I was gonna
tasered.
Yes.
I would definitely call that like a, for sure, at least like a 1. I would say it's probably a 1. But
Yeah.
we are collectively John, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
would
depending on the rulings with the bouncers and the sort of museum incident, it's a 4 or a 5 total.
what do we think, John?
I would say definitely a 1. A 1 for the bone thing. A 2 for the whole mall incident where we were running. Another 1 for the stealing the radio.
Okay, so a total of 2 plus 3 is 5.
Yes.
Okay,
Alright, then.
all right. So Satella, what about you?
My shtick was being fancy and doing fancy shit.
Yeah. So straight up, definitely a 2 for
With the suit.
getting the tux, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So exact obsession was getting a tux. Was his obsession.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he definitely did that.
Yes. But if the exact obsession was just getting a tux,
Yeah, I didn't really understand what the fuck it was supposed to be, so I just said, fuck it, get the tux.
yeah. If that is the exact obsession, that really doesn't open up any other dividends.
Yeah, that's fine though.
Yeah.
He got a tux in a
Yeah,
flashy way.
You got a tux. I would give him a 2.
Yep.
So for sure,
The
two
only, way to
on
get
that.
the only way to get a 3 though would be like get the best tux in the world or some shit.
Yeah.
Get like a tux that a super famous person wore or something. Like break into a celebrity's house and take their tux.
Steal Elvis's favorite tux.
Yeah, something like that. Be like a 3.
So
Steal Barack
I would-
Obama's tux.
even though if we
Steal
equate
Brock's
it,
tan suit.
if we generalize it just slightly because he didn't really understand, to just being fancy, I would also probably give him a 0.2 for going to the theater because the theater was very fancy. It was like a fitting thing to like. That is
Yes.
why you were so successful.
So, if that's the case, getting the tux, definite 2.
Yeah.
Going to the theater is probably
So 1 or a 2.
a 1 or a 2. It's like
I mean,
It's
I'd say more of
Broadway.
a 1. I'd say more of a 1 sort of date.
it's Broadway. It's the matter that the show that he went to on Broadway was a fancier show.
Fair enough. I don't know.
Because like Broadway is anybody can go to Broadway if they have the money. It's just a matter of more fancy people have the money to go to Broadway. I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say a 2.
I've been to Broadway, so just putting that out there.
All right. So, collective vote. Weiler, 1
Hello.
or 2
For
For
which
the-
one?
for the theater. Weiler, 1 or 2. Fine,
think
fuck
just
you.
went away.
Jared, 1 or
1.
2? Okay. What about you, Toasted?
Yeah.
Satella?
Huh?
1 or 2 for it. Oh well. If you,
I don't think I get to vote on my own shit.
No.
I
You don't get
mean, okay, for me it's a 1.
All right. Rick, 1 or 2?
Uh, 2.
2?
Weiler, we need your ass in here.
Well, what did
I
Toasted?
said 1, but I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh,
Okay, so
Okay,
that's
1.
more than half.
So-
So it's 1. All right. All right. So you get a 1 or 2. Okay, great. So, Schnippe.
My obsession was hoarding, basically grabbing pretty much anything that was absolutely useless or completely useless. Didn't matter. He wanted it, and he just took it. So the burger, that would be a 1.
Org.
Then we went to the mall, and we did the whole chase and all that. Actually, first we went to the hospital, then we went to the mall. No really taking anything during that. And then we got to the museum, and we went to the bone. The bone is where I was like, yeah, he would walk up to the big fucking skeleton thing and be like, I want all of that. Because it's like, I'm a hoarder, and I want to hoard all of those bones for myself, kind of deal. And another one would be knocking out the guy and taking all of his clothes. So that would, and we said that was a 2. And then also asking him for lint, and all that. And then the final one being trying to take the guy's radio. So we have one level 2, the burger being a level 1, asking for the lint being another one. Getting the
that's all
lint.
kind of like grouped together. Like you asked for the lint, but like taking all the guys stuff, that was like the big event. It's like taking all the guys stuff.
Okay.
Just like a level 2.
So a level 2. And then the bone incident. I don't know if you classify that as a level 2 or anything. Because it technically would be part of my obsession, because hoarding and all that. Seeing something that's pretty much useless, but saying, I want that. And then trying to get the radio. Yeah, that's the big ones that I'm naming. Plus the burger would be a 1.
So I can't remember. Did we give the bone or did we not give the bone to Weiler?
No.
I don't think we did.
I didn't get the bone. He doesn't get the bone.
Well, it wasn't a matter of getting the bone, it was a matter of wanting the bone.
But I think it's more than just a want. It's like the
Actually doing it.
actually doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted that bone.
I mean, if you don't want to say get anything for it, sure.
We already said
I won't argue.
So.
You get nothing, sir.
Good day, sir.
Then I just get a 2. That's it. 2 and a 1.
2 and a 1. Which makes sense though, because that's what Weiler got, and he had like the same obsession. Like you guys were both like klepto hoarders.
I mean, the whole radio thing, I guess, doesn't even count, too.
Tight. Rick, what was your obsession?
Cool.
My obsession was finding a woman to perform the final dance scene of Dirty Dancing with me.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Any of that. You really didn't do any of that, though.
Yeah, no, very, very much didn't get a chance to. Started it, working on it, but no, that obsession did not get completed. So
I would like give a 1 just because he did find out like the name of the place, like that he was going to go to next to get a woman. So like he actually did succeed.
Yeah, he was
something.
progressing. He was progressing towards his goal.
So I'd give him a 1 for that, but I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I would. That's probably a 1.
All right. So what be the points? What are the points that everyone has based off their score? A level 2 is 3 points.
4.
That's 1 point.
I have a
4.
I think
1.
everyone has a 4.
Everyone has.
I have a
Everyone
Toasted
has
is the only one that does not have a 4.
I have a
Besides-
1 because I failed everything.
You don't count. Get out of here.
Feels bad, man.
You're more like a dog than a person. Okay.
Just because I played a dog doesn't mean I'm not a person.
I beg to differ, but okay.
That hurts my feelings. I'm gonna go cry now.
Okay, you go do that. Have a good time.
Dogs don't cry.
Woo!
or have feelings.
Well, yay! John won.
John did win.
John had a great time.
Yeah, that was great. That was fun, guys.
You know, maybe John can get some help.
In an asylum. He's
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
luck for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we think that the last person that had control of him was the asshole that hates cops. I don't think so.
I mean, it's not a bad thing because I feel like a game like this is always going to escalate to the point of authority.
Yeah,
So it's not a-
eventually. Go.
I was just gonna say yeah, so it's not a bad obsession to have.
Yeah, I like.
I didn't think
it
about
was,
it for Winnie. I just thought about it because, hey, yeah, fuck it. Let's piss off some cops. Let's see where this goes.
It probably was going to end up with us getting involved with cops anyway, because my next thing was probably going to be killing someone,
Hey, boo.
which is fun.
Killing people is fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we good. I'm cutting the stream. See ya.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Later.